Met Alliance in Steinberg and Yamaha. It's Jim.
Thank you. My name is Jim Pace. I'm with the Met Alliance. I'm not sure if you know what the Met Alliance is. It is a consortium. Basically, it's a group of 7 distinguished producer engineers who take on the task of trying to elevate the quality of recorded music. With the concept that critical listening, which has gone on in vogue for the past few years, really is required to do justice to this art form that we're all so enthusiastic about. So with that, I'd like to introduce our members that we have in attendance. We have George Massacre, we have Elliot Shiner, and we have Mr. Ed Cherney. The other 4 members who are not in attendance today would be Mr. Al Schmidt, Mr. Chuck Ainley, Mr. Phil Ramone, and Frank Filippetti, tall guy. Miss him at every meeting. We'd like to look. The announcement today is that we'd like to thank and welcome both Yamaha and Steinberg as the newest members of the Met Alliance Core Partners. They have joined with Met Alliance to help promote and be advocates for the raising of quality of recorded music. And we'll start with Mr. Shiner, I think. I'd like to talk first.
Well, did you tell what this is about, what Met is about? Okay. Obviously, 2 very, very high-end companies in Yamaha and Steinberg, and I've been on a personal level, I've been a Yamaha user for more years than I care to remember. And since Steinberg's come about, I've been using that as well. As far as the Meta Alliance goes, you know, we feel there's such importance in high-end audio at this point in the music industry, and our goal is to teach, to take part in educational programs at colleges, and just be a strong force in pushing high-end audio. George?
So what that means to us is trying to get education as well as the great audio companies. And what greater audio company is there than Yamaha, Steinberg? To try to get this idea of quality back in. What is quality? Well, from our standpoint, it's listening evaluation, listening standards, how to bring to students the idea that there's something important about high-resolution music, about what we grew up in, that's important to keep. Not telling anybody what their style should be, but we would like to give kids the opportunity to hear what's available when you start talking about recording and distributing music high resolution. There's a difference. We think that there could be a music industry based on it. And we look forward to the partnership of Yamaha and Steinberg to help bring it around. Okay? Great synergy. Yamaha Steinberg, great synergy between methodologies, software, and the artistic side of music technology. Great synergy. We're here to support that.
I've got a couple words to say too. My name's Ed Cherney, a proud member of Meta, and also I feel like I'm a member of the brotherhood and sisterhood of creative audio producers and engineers and professionals. And I feel that we all have something in common, and that's the love of music, the love of musicians, the love of making music, certainly the love of musical gear and flashing lights and those kind of things. I, myself, and probably most of you, and certainly my fellow members of Meta, have spent our careers in the pursuit of making the best sounding music and the best feeling music we possibly can. And a lot of times it's been to the detriment of our own careers. Arguments with the producers and record labels and other people that sometimes had the power of us to pay our bills. So joining together, I think it's our mission, given from God, to promote great audio. And we want everyone that does it for a living to be aware that it is possible and that there are people promoting it, and we'd like everyone possibly to be involved. It makes a big difference. And unfortunately, since the advent of the CD, I think the general public has been kind of hoodwinked in what great audio really is, and we feel that there's a lot of people that just never had an opportunity to be exposed to great sounding music. And once you are, it moves you, and you can't go back. Unfortunately, it's an A/B, it's a comparative kind of thing, good and bad. What sounds good, what sounds better, and we want to find a way that you can put it on a button. Which would you prefer, this or that? And recently, George has come up with a way that you can compare MP3s, versus high-resolution audio. And I also want to say, George has some words to say about that, but I want to say that in my studio, I kind of, the way the business has changed, most of you probably have home studios. And traditionally, I worked in great sounding professional recording studios around the world, and a lot of them don't exist as they did. So I was forced to build my own room to earn a living, and a digital room at that. And as I look around my room, my speakers are Yamaha, my console is Yamaha, my amplifier is Yamaha, my reverbs are Yamaha, and the sweater I wear is from Yamaha. So anyway, we're glad to be here, and nice to see you. I hope everyone has a great NAMM show. And now I turn you over to Mr. George Masterman.
I need to say one more thing about what the standard in our business has become. Is I think too many people, especially kids, have gotten used to this idea that MP3s sound okay. We started hearing back from record companies, hey, if people can't hear the difference, why aren't we mastering in MP3s? Why aren't we doing all of our production in bit, stream, reduced technologies? So the first thing that we had to do was to get out there and demonstrate, not that it's bad, but what is bad about it, what actually is added and subtracted when you do bit rate reductions. One of the things that we do with education, I don't think anybody else has done, is a demonstration. Here's what a master sounds like. Here's what an MP3 sounds like. Sounds okay, doesn't it? Here's the difference. And it's dramatic, and it's existence defining for us and for kids. And we enjoy this support.